Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are Group 1. In this video, we would like to present our group presentation for the Morphosyntax course. Today, we will discuss a research article entitled Derivational Suffixes Analysis Found in Every Summer After, novel by Carly Fortune. This presentation aims to explain how derivational suffixes are used in word formation within a modern literary work. Now, Anifah Rachmawati will start by explaining the research identity and the research goal of the article. The title of the article is Derivational Suffixes Analysis Found in Every Summer After, novel by Carly Fortune. This article was written by Igusti Ayub Arina Dwikihayanti and Ida Bagus Kedenova Winarta. It was published in 2024 in the journal Teaching of English Language and Literature Journal. The field of this study is derivational morphology, which focuses on how new words are formed by adding suffixes that change meaning and grammatical category. Now, after knowing the research identity, let us move on to the research goals. The main goal of this research is to analyze derivational suffixes found in the novel Every Summer After. First, the study aims to identify the type of derivational suffixes used in the novel. The second is it analyzes how derivational suffixes change word meaning and word class. For example, from verbs to noun or adjectives to adverbs. Third, the research examines the frequency of each type of derivational suffix. Finally, the study aims to understand the role of derivational suffixes in word formation in a modern literary work. That is the explanation of the research identity and research goals. Next, the presentation will be continued by Nadia, who will explain the research focus on the study. Thank you.
I am the second presenter. My name is Nadia Mauritta Az, and I will explain my part of this presentation. First, I will explain the research focus. What linguistic phenomena are studied? The linguistic phenomena studied is derivational suffixes, and then suffixes is a part of morpheme. So why do I say that the study is about a morpheme? Because I found in the article, especially in abstract and introduction, that the researcher clearly state that the study analyzed is derivational suffix. Jadi, researchernya itu menuliskan di bagian abstrak seperti ini. The study specifically concentrated on conducting an in-depth analysis of the various types of derivational suffixes. And then, di introduction juga terdapat tulisan seperti ini. This research analyzed the derivational suffixes in Every Summer After, the novel by Carly Fortune. So this is why I conclude the study is about a morpheme. The second point is what data is analyzed. The data consists of identifying words containing derivational suffixes. So the researcher not analyze semua kata atau kalimat in the novel, but the researcher only selects specific word. For example, in the finding and discuss section, the researcher analyzes individual words. For example, connection. The suffix added is ion. Personality, the suffix added is ed. Helpless, the suffix added is less, and then successful, the suffix added is full. They show that the data analyzed in this study consists of words containing derivational suffixes. Next, I will explain theoretical framework of the study. What theory are used? The study uses morphological theories karena fokus di structure and word formation, not on sentence or phrases. And then the main theories in the study are proposed by Planck in 2003 dan didukung oleh teori Carster-McCarthy in 2002. Both discuss word formation and derivational process in English. Jadi kedua teori ini disebutkan secara jelas di bagian abstrak. The second point is, why are these theories relevant? This theory is relevant because this study analyzes word formation using suffixes. Then theory dari Plug dan Carster explain the process of such word formation. And then these theories help explain how words are formed and also explain how suffixes change word classes. They also explain how suffixes can change word classes, such as from a verb to a noun or noun to adjective.
In this slide, I will explain the research methodology used in the study. This research is categorized as qualitative research because it focuses on analyzing linguistic forms and meanings, not numerical or statistical testing. The main object of the study is derivational suffixes found in a literary text. The data source of this research is the novel Every Summer After, written by Carly Fortune and published in 2022. The novel was chosen because it represents contemporary English and provides rich examples of word formation. To collect the data, the researcher used an observation method. This means the researcher carefully read the novel and identified words that contain derivational suffixes. All relevant words were then selected and listed as data. For data analysis, a qualitative analysis was applied. The data were classified into 4 types of derivational suffixes: nominal, verbal, adjectival, and adverbial. The analysis was based on Blake's theory from 2003 and supported by Carster's Miss-Curtis theory from 2002 to explain word structure and formation. That is the research methodology used in this study. Now, I will move on to the findings of the research. Based on the analysis, the researcher found a total of 249 derivational suffixes in the novel. These suffixes were classified into 4 types. The most dominant type is nominal suffixes with 96 occurrences. This shows that noun formation is very common in the novel. The second most frequent type is adverbial suffixes with 86 occurrences, followed by adjectival suffixes with 64 occurrences. The least frequent type is verbal suffixes, which only appeared 3 times in the data. This indicates that verb formation through derivational suffixes is rarely used in the novel. Overall, the findings show that derivational suffixes play an important role in enriching vocabulary and expressing meaning in literary texts. The frequent use of nominal suffixes especially helps the author describe ideas, emotions, and situations more clearly. That is the main findings of the research.
Okay, conclusion and also implication. This slide presents the conclusion of our research and explain why it is important. Based on our analysis, we found a total of 249 derivational suffixes in the novel. These suffixes change the meaning or the word class of a base word. The most frequent type is noun suffixes with 96 words. This shows that the author often uses complex nouns such as connection, which uses the suffix "ian." And also, the second most common type is adverb suffixes with 86 words. The suffixes such as "li" are used to explain how an action happens. For example, suddenly, suddenly from sudden, and suffixes "li." Next are adjective suffixes with 60 per words. These are used to describe people or situation, such as painful word with the suffix "ful" and base word "pain." Verb suffixes are the least common with only 3 words. An example is sharpen. Sharpen, which uses the suffix "an" and the base word "sharp." These findings show that derivational suffixes play an important role in making the novel more descriptive and also expressive. Implication. Let's move to another part of this slide is implication. This research is important for linguistics because it shows how modern authors use word formation to create clear and professional writing. And for students, understanding suffixes help them identify whether a word is a noun, adjective, adverb, or verb without checking a dictionary. And also for the teacher, novels like Every Summer After can be used as interesting teaching materials to explain grammar, especially word formation. Let's move to another slide is about group reflection. This slide explains our experience and what we learned during the research process. First, we learn about word transformation, which means how a base word changes its form and category. For example, the noun success can become the adjective successful after adding the suffix. Second, we learn that suffixes also change the function of a word in a sentence. The next part is about challenges. One challenge we faced was the bracketing paradox. Some words are difficult to analyze because it is not clear which part is formed first. For example, in the word unforgettable, it is difficult to decide whether it comes from forgettable or from forget plus able. Another challenge was distinguishing derivational suffixes from inflectional suffixes. Derivational suffixes create new words, while inflectional suffixes only change grammar. Let's move to the last slide is about references that we use in this presentation. The first references is Grigianti EGAA and Winarta IBGN. In 2024, the derivational suffix "seasonalized" found in Every Summer After, novel by Carly Fortune. Hell, Teaching of English Language and Literature Journal 12-2. And the second reference is Plague I 2003 Word Formation in English, Cambridge University Press. And the last references is Carstairs McCarthy A 2002 An Introduction to English Morphology, Words and Their Structure, Edinburgh University Press. Okay? Before I end this presentation, I would like to apologize if there are any mistakes in my words or explanation and our words as a team or our explanation in this presentation. Thank you for your nice attention. May this presentation help you so well. And finally I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.